God has always wanted to lead his people. He's always wanted to be our king. He's always wanted to lead us with his voice. I've got a powerful thing to I guess, discuss with you today. 1 Samuel 8, 4 through 17. It tells us of a story about the Israelites asking Samuel to appoint them a king over them because they didn't want God ruling over them. They wanted an earthly king ruling over them like the other nations around them. You know, I want to read these exact words. I'm not going to read the whole. I'm going to read 1 Samuel 8, 10 through 17, because honestly, you need to see these words because they're powerful. And I encourage you to go back and read it yourself. So Samuel told all the words of the Lord to the people who were asking him for a king from him. He said, these will be the ways of the king who will reign over you. He will take your sons and appoint them to his chariots, and to be his horsemen, and to run before his chariots. And he will appoint for himself commanders of thousands and commanders of 50s, and some to plow his ground, and to reap his harvest, and to make his implements of war and the equipment of his chariots. He will take your daughters to be performers and cooks and bakers. He will take the best of your fields and vineyards and olive orchards and give them to his servants. He will take the 10th of your grain and of your vineyards and give it to all his officers and to his servants. He will take your male servants and female servants and the best of your young men and your donkeys and put them to work. He will take the 10th of your flocks, and you shall be his slaves. Wow. Even after Samuel told the Israelites all that would happen to them if they got a king appointed over them, they still wanted a king, an earthly king, to rule over them. Now, what can we glean from this? God has always wanted to lead us. He's always wanted to be our king. He's always wanted to lead us with his voice. God, what a sad day that must have been for God to hear those Israelites saying, we don't want God to rule over us. We want an earthly king. His own people rejected him as their king, and they wanted an earthly king over them. Now, aren't we doing the same thing when we choose to allow the law or religious rules to lead us instead of following our heavenly king? I want to say that again. Aren't we doing the same thing? When we allow rules to rule over us and laws to rule over us instead of our earthly king, our heavenly king, our God. John 10:27 says, my sheep hear my voice and I know them and they follow me. We follow Jesus by following his voice, not religious rules or the law.